everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joanna if you've never been here before, and today I want to do a review and demo of the Dyson Airwrap for blowing out curly hair. Now, I want to do a review of this product. I know that it's been reviewed a lot and I know it's been demoed a lot, but honestly, I waited a long time to purchase this product myself. I only acquired it at the beginning of November. I tested it out for 2 weeks and then I felt like I really had a good feeling of my opinion on the product, whether I was going to keep the product. It has a very hefty price tag and I wanted to do my due diligence before recommending it or not recommending it to you guys. I have gone ahead and blown out my hair. I am going to show you guys how I use the tool, exactly how long it takes me to achieve this look, and then talk to you about it at the end. So without further ado, let's get into my demo of the product, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I use it to blow out my hair. So before I get into actually styling my hair, I want to talk about the two products that I do put in them, which is a leave-in conditioner and a blow drying cream. For my leave-in conditioner, I really like the L'Oreal Elevate Extraordinary Oil Leave-In Conditioner. It is just a cream and I take about a dime-sized amount and I run it through the length and the ends of my hair and then run whatever is extra onto the bottoms and to my roots. Then for my blow drying cream, I like the Bumble & Bumble BB Repair blow drying cream. And again, I take a dime size amount. I rub my hands with it and then I apply it to the mid length, ends, and the roots of my hair. Okay, so now before I actually demo the hair, there's one last thing that I need to talk about, which is the order in which I do my hair with the Dyson Airwrap and then how I section my hair. So as you guys will see, I section my hair into three main portions. The crown, which is everything from about here and higher, where you would wear a crown on your head. The temple, so everything from about the end of my eyebrows back, and then everything below that point. So there are three main sections, and that is how I like to section my hair to make sure that every portion is getting properly dried and every portion is getting paid attention to. With those three sections, with the Dyson, I do have to re-section my hair twice because I actually have to use 3 different attachments to the Dyson Airwrap while I am blow drying my hair. And that is just because I find that it's most timely to do it that way and that I get the best result with it. I tested out multiple different attachments to find the ones that I preferred for my hair type, and I'd recommend you to do the same, but these are the ones that I think do the best job for blow drying curly hair that's on the thicker side, but not necessarily coarse. So the first attachment that I use is the rough drying attachment. So this is just a regular blow drying head that blows hair, and I find that this does a really great job of drying your hair really quickly, and I take the bulk of the moisture out of my hair with this. Then I follow it up with one of these smoothing brushes that they have, which is actually supposed to straighten your hair more, and it's almost like using a just regular paddle brush to blow dry your hair, but of course it's much easier because you only have to hold one tool in your hand. And I like the one with the grippies. This is actually the one that they recommend for finer hair, and I don't necessarily identify as having fine hair, but I find that having the grips on the end versus just a smooth attachment or a smooth bristle helps keep my hair within the tool itself. And you'll see that when I use that attachment, I do actually section my hair, whereas with the rough drying attachment, I don't section my hair. And then the final attachment that I use is the round brush attachment. And again, they recommend this for finer, thinner hair. But if you want a real blowout at home, you do have to use some sort of round brush attachment. And I just found that this attachment worked much better than using one of the round barrels that they have, and it works really well. So I will section my hair, of course, when I use this because it does have such fine bristles that it can't take on that much more hair. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into actually using the Airwrap. Okay, and from here on out, I'm about to start with my tool and I will be running a timer so that way I can see exactly how long this takes. And I will properly pause it in case if I talk to you guys, but I won't be pausing it when I'm sectioning my hair. So here we go. So if you guys notice here with the rough blow drying attachment, I am just trying to really get the most moisture out of my roots. I find that the body and length of my hair generally dries fairly quickly, and it will get enough attention with the other attachments to smooth that out. But my roots tend to be very full and retain a lot more moisture. Even if I'm blow drying my hair with a blow dryer, I like to pay a little more attention to it. So you'll notice that I'm running that blow dryer on full speed, full heat at my roots, and keeping all of the airflow going down for the most part, because keeping the airflow in one direction is how you would prevent frizz. Okay, so in just about 1 minute and 45 seconds, I was able to blow dry the roots of my hair to get most of the moisture out of it. And the body of my hair is actually also pretty dry. And so now I'm going to start sectioning my hair. So I'm taking the temple area first and working with everything just below my temples. I'm dividing my hair in half so that way I have half on each side, and then attaching my second attachment, and I still have the heat on high and the speed on high. With this next brush paddle head attachment, I do like to run it down the length of my hair from the top and then from the bottom, and just trying to hit it from multiple directions to keep that hair being smoothed out. And I will, for the most part, hold tension through the end of my hair to ensure that the hair is staying in the bristle. I sometimes find that having a little more hair going into the attachment than I would think necessary helps the attachment actually work better, because the hair stays in the bristles by itself. But I do like to, again, repeat this process of holding my hair in taut, running it through it with just some light pressure from the holding hand. And I find that it works pretty well to get my hair smoother than it was before, significantly smoother, because now, as you'll notice, it's coming out straight rather than how it was when I started, which was with curly, bushy hair. Okay, so now I can clip back the section that I've just blow dried and let down the next section. So as you guys can see, I like to run the brush over the hair from the top and then also run it under the hair and from the sides, and I just find that that smooths away the frizziness problem that you might have. And now for the last section, I will clip back all of my hair again and let down the last one. Okay, and that is it for the second attachment, coming in at just about 10 minutes and 45 seconds again. So now I go over to my last attachment, the round brush, and this is going to do the final smoothing. So of course I have to resection my hair. Now where I'm at right now is actually where I would stop if, say, I wanted to actually use my curling iron instead and not go for a blowout. So for 10 minutes to blow dry curly hair fairly straight is really great, but obviously this is not the kind of smoothness that I want for a blowout at home. So that brush alone does not do everything for me. So now let's get into the last round brush. So I've paused the timer just for a minute to talk about the round brush. This tool is the final one that I'm going to use. So for that, I'm going to play with the settings a little bit. I will keep it on the highest speed and the highest heat, but at the end of going through my hair, I do use the cool shot. So I will use the cool shot when I'm done styling each piece. And then when you see me go over a larger chunk of hair, I will also use the cool shot then. And all the cool shot does is really add a boost of shine and make sure that the curve that your hair gets from using the round brush actually stays in the hair. All right, so timer going back on, and we're gonna start going again. With this last round brush attachment, you will notice that with the pieces in the front that I am flipping the hair to curl it under and then curling it back over. But for the most part, when I'm finishing my hair, I will make sure that all of the curls are flipping inwards towards the center of my face to ensure that the ends of my hair bend uniformly and give it that signature hair blown out look. And now for the last section, I do like to work this in smaller parts because it's really the most important part of doing your hair. And now, since I am at the very front, I'm going to try and find my part as best as possible. But it's not a huge deal, and just work on these two smaller sections. And I lowered the speed a little bit. and now I'm taking the last attachment off, and we are done. So just before I totally finish, I actually want to just run the round brush through the bottoms of my hair just to get them all going in the same direction. This is when I also would contemplate going in with one of the curling brushes just to finish everything off, but it's definitely not necessary by any means, because if you look at the body of my hair, it is very smooth and shiny, and except for the bottoms, which are fairly dead ends at this point, I'm very happy. Okay, now it is officially 25 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay, so now my hair is blow dried, and I'm just going to finish everything off with a smoothing cream, which is the third and final product that I will put in my hair after I'm done blow drying it. I may follow up with a shine serum, but I'm not today, and most days I don't. So this is the Aveda Brilliant Universal Styling Cream. I've been using this cream forever, and I take just about a pea or 2 pea size amounts, depending on the length of my hair, which at the moment is very long. And I will just run this through, again, the mid-length, focusing on those ends, because like I said, I desperately need a haircut, and then pushing my bangs, or my bang face framing pieces down. And I do like to apply just pressure. I just work it almost like a pomade, because that is how my hairdresser actually applied this product. And just smooth it out. Now, what I found with blow drying my hair with this tool is that while the hair does not seem very curled right now, it definitely will give it a little more shape as I wear it, as I sleep on it, and it actually keeps a very beautiful bend and almost natural shape to it. And honestly, I love it. For 25 minutes at home with a blowout, it is pretty fantastic that this is the result that I'm going to achieve. Generally, when I blow out my hair at home with a blow dryer, I do have to use a heat tool to finish it. If I can do a perfect blowout with a blow dryer, which I can if I really try, my arms are aching, my hands are cramping, and just with this tool, I don't have that problem. So for someone who loves the look of a fresh blowout, I mean, in the 2 weeks that I've had this tool, I have blown out my hair every 3 days, and it's just fantastic. I don't think it's too much work. I have no discomfort in my hands. And while there's a little bit of a learning curve for how to handle the tool and how to use the proper attachments, I find that it's great. The first time that I styled my hair, it took me 30 minutes. I've cut it down 5 minutes in just 2 weeks. So that goes to tell you that with just a little bit of practice, it really does work super, super well, and it's really easy to get the hang of. Okay, so now that you have seen me demo this product, I am sure that you can guess that I have pretty high praise for it, because frankly, I just could not have achieved this look with only one base tool before with all of the different devices that I have. So generally, I would have to use both my blow dryer and my flat iron, or my blow dryer and my curling iron, or sometimes I would flat iron my hair and then want a little more bend to it, so I'd need a curling iron. So I'd have to use numerous tools to actually get a final hair look that I was happy with and that I could wear out. And with the Airwrap, that is no longer the case. I only need the base tool to have a finished product with my hair that I'm really happy with. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with the Dyson Airwrap, the base tool is just this attachment. And then the Dyson Airwrap actually comes with a large carrying case and storage case that has the other number of attachments in it. So in here you guys can see generally the base tool lays flat in here, and then it has the 2 paddle attachments, the 4 barrel attachments, the rough drying attachment over here, and then the round brush over here. Now today you guys saw me use 3 of the different attachments. I have tested them all, and of the complete set, those 3 attachments are my favorite. And my purpose of buying the Airwrap was to blow out my hair. It was not to give it a curl, it was not to give it any kind of, bedhead look. It was to get a finished blowout at home. So when it comes to my review of this product, it does not necessarily apply to the barrels or to the parts of or uses of this device that I didn't demonstrate, because from my experience, I did not like using the barrel attachments. That being said, I'm still happy that I bought the complete set because I like that I can play with those other attachments in the future, and there is a time and place for them. I just didn't feel like it was necessary to replace my curling iron with the Airwrap barrel attachments. So like I said, this is the Dyson Airwrap complete styler set, so it's for multi-hair types and styles, and it retails for $549, which is so much money. It's obscenely expensive, but I did get it when it was on sale. If you did want to save about $50 on it, you can buy the volume and shape styler, which just comes with the 2 attachments that I used, plus the rough dryer and then the smaller barrels. Then you could do that, and that retails for $4.99. That saves you some money, but to me, I just wanted the option to have the bigger barrels and to test out all the different attachments. Since I didn't talk about the build of the base during filming my demo, I do want to just talk about the settings on here. And it has a regular power switch, which is just a quick flip up. And then if you push up a little bit more and hold it there, it gives you a blast of cold air through the drying attachments. You can also change the heat settings to this button on the right-hand side. So there is hot, hotter, and then you could set it to straight cold if you just want to finish your hair at the end. And then there is the speed control. So there are 3 settings for speed control: the lowest, the standard, and then the highest speed. I tend to like to keep this tool on the highest speed and the highest heat, and then use the cool shot as necessary to finish out my styling. From using this tool a number of times now, I have to say I do really like it. I love that my hair is smooth after just 25 minutes, and it stays really smooth yet voluminous for a number of days after that. I've had my hair stay for 4 days. I have no problems with frizzing or anything like that, or the hair losing its shape. So ultimately, for someone like me with curly hair who wants to get that blowout at home but doesn't want to spend the time using a round brush and a classic blow dryer, this tool is game changing. It has made it so that way it's fast to blow out my hair. It is much easier to blow out my hair. I don't have any hand cramping or arm strain, and I just think it's so easy. And I mean, it's great because not only can I blow out my hair, but if I wanted to, I could just rough dry my hair with these 2 attachments when my hair has air dried, and then go into using my curling iron. And it's the same thing as using my blow dryer, but now I only really need 1 tool in my vanity. It's really great. I mean, I put off buying it for so long, but I honestly have no regrets about it. I totally recommend it if you want to blow out your hair. For styling it with other attachments, again, I don't necessarily recommend it for that. I didn't find that I loved the results when I did play with it. Maybe I will as I spend more time with the attachments and I try them out more, and I'll come back and do another video then. But for right now, I can totally recommend this product for giving yourself an at-home perfect blowout like you just came from the salon. Honestly, The results will definitely come out a little bit different every time. So some days may be more perfect than others, but I really, really, really love this tool. And while it comes with a hefty price tag, I definitely think if you're doing some holiday shopping, if you add it to your Christmas list or your holiday list, it's definitely something that I think you will love for years to come and just find to be such a great addition to your hair tool collection. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys liked it. If you want to see more videos from me in the future, go ahead and subscribe down below. Give this video a thumbs up because it really helps me. And leave me a comment if you have any thoughts on the product yourself or if you have any questions, and I'll be sure to comment back. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye! And if you guys want to see some other videos by me, you can go ahead and click on those here or click on my face to subscribe.